What up, YouTube? I'm bringing y'all a little comparison between the HTC ONE X, International One, the quad core, and the newly released iPhone 5 and the Galaxy S3. They all have cases on except for the HTC ONE X, but let me take the cases off just so y'all can actually enjoy the build quality of these phones. Get them nice and clean for you guys. Gonna start off with a boot up. I guess this one's already up. Y'all can be the judges on which one won. We're gonna start off with the build quality. Start off with the iPhone 5. Has Apple's famous build quality, very nice and sleek. Has the nano SIM. Right there goes in. Has the power button at the top. Volume up and down on the left side, and the mute button. You have the 3.5mm headphone jack, speakers, and lightning the USB. Got the front facing camera in the middle instead of on the sides on the iPhone 4S. And you have the microphone. Then we're gonna bring y'all Galaxy S3. Has Samsung's famous, what everybody says, cheap plastic, flimsy cover, but the good part of it has a removable battery and a micro SD card slot. Besides that, feels good in the hand. Feels very good in the hand. Light. Just like the iPhone 5, finally they made it very light. I would say the iPhone 5 is lighter than the S3. Then we have the HTC ONE X International. Has a dock in the back, HTC logo, Beats audio, speaker in the back. You have the 8mm camera, LED flash. At the top you have the power button and a 3.5mm headphone jack. You have a noise cancellation up here and the micro SIM pin where you can open it up. On the side you have the micro USB adapter and the headphone jack. The up and down volume rockers on the right side. Out of all three of these, I think I like the HTC ONE X build quality. Just build quality alone, I think the HTC wins it. Now we're going to talk about the screens. HTC ONE X has a Super LCD display, 1280 down, 720p across, HD resolution. The Galaxy S3 has a resolution Super AMOLED HD, 1280 down, 720p across. Very, very beautiful screen. Even with the HTC ONE X, two of the best looking screens on the market. Over here you have the famous Retina display. It has pixel count of 1160 I think, and 640 across, so it doesn't support HD video playback. Right now we're going to do a little browsing test comparison between these phones. Looks like the iPhone won it, then the HTC ONE X, then the Galaxy S3. Mind you, it's on Wi-Fi. The HTC ONE X is on Wi-Fi. The Galaxy S3 is on Wi-Fi. And the iPhone is actually on AT&T's 4G network. I was trying to do this test with all of them being on Wi-Fi, but every time I turn the iPhone off and turn it back on, it disconnects from the Wi-Fi. Instead of reconnecting as soon as it comes back on, it doesn't do that. But still won the test. Let's go to, well, these two are already where I want to be at. Engadget. Operating system that are running on these phones. This is running Android 4.0.4 Ice Cream Sandwich. This is running the leaked version of Jelly Bean 4.1.1, and this is running the famous iOS 6. Let's try to get this Wi-Fi back on here, because it always seems to go off. I don't want this phone to fall asleep, but I know why it keeps going to sleep. I guess I took it off. We're going to show you the angles, viewing angles on these phones. You can see the HTC ONE X holds its own very well. The steepest angle is still very viewable. Looks like the things are actually painted onto the screen, like papered onto it. It's pretty amazing. Galaxy S3. Doesn't have very good viewing angles. But still great phone. iPhone 5. Very good viewing angles. Can do a little transition effect test. iPhone 1s again. iPhone 5 1s. Do it between the ones. iPhone 5 1s. Let's pull up the desktop. Do the pimp to zoom. Very fluid on the iPhone 5. Very laggy on the HTC ONE X. This is not its best test. Actually froze. Very fluid on the Galaxy S3. Running Jelly Bean. Let's try to load up one of these pages. I was a little slow on that one, so let's try to load up another page. Let's bring up the iPhone 5, why not? It's the latest thing. Again, somehow I didn't press the iPhone 5. From an all the way zoomed out perspective, the best one when it comes to seeing text and clarity, I'm gonna have to give it to the iPhone 5. I can make out some of the words from far away. Seems like it's still loading the page on the iPhone 5 though. We're gonna do a little YouTube comparison. Let's close out all these previous apps. Do it the old school way on the iPhone. Close out every single one. So I consider to be pretty stupid. They need to come up with it so you can just close them all out at once. Let's do these two first. Oops. Oh no, I pressed the right one. iPhone 5 1. pull out this
What is up, guys? It's freaking Ninja. I just woke up. It's about 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Hey, what is up, guys? It's freaking Ninja. I just woke up. It's about 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and yeah, I'm very tired, so don't mind my tiredness. Tactical move, or the second tactical move, play some 66 scrapyard, Modern Warfare 2, obviously. I really like this game. I mean, other than the new tunes, I think this is a lot better game than Modern Warfare 3. And honestly, the only thing that I really do enjoy about Modern Warfare 3 is specialists. I think that was a great idea, but the rest of the shit that they invented, it's horrible. But I'm not going to go on a rant about that. And I hope you guys will enjoy this gameplay. Now, in my last commentary, I did say if we hit 25 likes, then I will upload another one. And I won't even lie, I was expecting to hit 25 likes. I mean, that's not a big deal. But not in under 24 hours, obviously. Under 24
We're comparing
hours,
HD to non-HD, so it's pretty unfair. You can see the video quality on this.
I guess that's a really, really good thing. That's a bad thing for me because I did not feel like making a commentary today, but I'm going to do it. Hope you guys will enjoy it. And let's say if we hit 40 likes on this commentary, since I'll give you a little room, breathing room, or give me a little
to non-HD on the iPhone file.
I'll upload another one. And,
it's only able to get up to high quality. Y'all can decide which one is better looking.
What is up, guys? It's freaking Ninja. I just woke up. It's about nuke. I double play some 66 scrapyard, Modern Warfare 2, obviously. I really like this game. I mean, other than the new tunes, I think this is a lot better game than Modern Warfare 3. And honestly, the only thing that I really do enjoy about Modern Warfare 3 is specialists. I think that was a great idea, but the rest of the shit that they invented, it's horrible. But I'm not going to go on a rant about that. I hope you guys will enjoy this gameplay. And now, in my last commentary, I did say if we hit 25 likes, then I will upload another one. And I won't even lie, I was expecting to hit 25 likes. I mean, that's not a big deal.
Alright, we're done with that. Let's move on to app opening. Go to games. Since this game is already up in my face, let's go into that one. Press the iPhone 5 last, it still came on first. Then the Galaxy S3 and then HTC ONE X. Let's get out of that. Let's try Facebook. I guess I'm not set up over here on the iPhone 5. We can take that out, do something else. I'm going to show you a little comparison on the cameras. Start off with the HTC ONE X. Let's take a picture of the iPhone 5. You can review them pictures. Very nice picture. See a lot of detail. Let's turn it around. I don't know why the picture came out sideways. Can you see the iPhone logo? It's pretty clear. Now let's use the iPhone. Very beautiful picture quality. I'll use the Galaxy S3. Very nice picture quality. You can do extra zooming on the S3 though. You can actually see the scuffs around the camera lens. Very detailed picture. Extra zoom in on the Galaxy S3. I think the S3 wins the picture taking details in the pictures. Let's try to do a benchmark. See if I have it on this one. Geekbench. Guess I don't have it on this one anymore. Let me go get it. Let's get it over here too on the good thing about Google, once you buy it, you can just put it on every other device. I'm sure you can do that with iOS also. Let's run the test. The iPhone is finished first. Galaxy S3 has finished second. And the HTC ONE X has finished third. The winner is the iPhone 5. With 1647. Then the HTC ONE X with 1436. Then the Galaxy S3 with 1331. We're going to do this again after we close out all the apps, so it'll be fair. Running it again. Seems like the iPhone's already going. They say it's going too, but this one actually gives you a little bar. Galaxy S3 is finished. iPhone 5 is finished. Okay. And the HTC ONE X is finished. HTC ONE X has scored a 1431 score, so it's more consistent. The iPhone has went down for some reason, 1357. And the Galaxy S3 seems to be consistent toward the first score it got, 1337. We're going to run this for the last time. The iPhone is done. with a score of 1528. Galaxy S3 is done with a score of 1570. The HTC ONE X is done with a score of 1522. Alright YouTube, that was a quick smackdown between the iPhone 5, HTC ONE X, and the Galaxy S3. Please, no fanboyism. These are the best 3 phones on the planet right now. Everybody has their own choice. They're great phones. Like, comment if you want me to bring any other videos, any other comparisons between these 3 that maybe I missed out. And subscribe, like, and peace.